How mad would you be if we surprised you one episode?
With what?
Just like an eligible bachelor.
What am I going to do with him? Am I interviewing him? Is that the first date? Again, down the rabbit hole, chit-chatting about really a little bit of everything.
I've been through it last night.
Yeah. I am in an animal circus. I have 2 possessed cats. We did 1 pet psychic. Big mistake. Tatum comes in, he goes, I'm gonna make such a big mess. And I'm like, he doesn't like when me or True will say something in Portuguese. Did Kylie actually crop me out of the Mother's Day photo? She did.
You went out for the first time in like forever.
We had so much fun. This guy came up to me and then he just starts crying. There's been a lot of drama. It's good for TV. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. I've had the craziest night. I have a about 7-month-old puppy. I have a black lab that I got the kids for Christmas. And of course I get a lab that has like the most sensitive stomach of all time. And it's been a reoccurring issue if you incorporate like any new bone or any new treat into her diet. It's like explosive diarrhea everywhere and you just can't. There's nothing you can do. And so Saturday, I gave her a bone in the daytime, this big, like a little, and it's like a biscuit bone, like a bone that it's not something she like gnaws on. It's like you chew it and it's done. Saturday night, and she's really good. I'm not really a crate training type of person, but she's crate trained only at night where she's in there just until she's a little bit older. I cannot wait to get rid of the crate and have like a dog bed by my bed. But she has a bell in her crate. So when she needs to get out, she'll ring the bell and she's great. She has not had an accident recently. She's awesome. And Saturday night, she like rang the bell a few times. I think I took her out 2 or 3 times. I love that she's trained to do that. And then I don't know what happened last night. Last night, she went in her crate. Her crate's right next to my bed. It was probably like 9 o'clock. And she'll normally be there at least from like 9 to 5. It was 9 o'clock, 9:40. It would be like 10:30, 11. It was literally maybe every 45 minutes. She kept ringing that bell. And I'm like, there's just no possible way. But every time we went outside, she went to the restroom every single time. So I never got 1 solid hour of sleep because it was broken like the longest run would have been an hour. It was crazy. And this poor dog, I feel so bad for her because she can't be having fun. And so that's my dog. She's amazing. At least she didn't go inside. I'm very proud of her, but I am tired. I have 2 possessed cats. They're very cute. Gray Kitty and Baby Kitty. Gray Kitty was first. Gray Kitty, I've never had a cat before. Gray Kitty was great. Perfect. The saint of a cat. Never did anything wrong. So what do? We got to get True a second cat, right? Because True wants one. And I got Baby Kitty for True's 6th birthday. Once we got Baby Kitty, Gray Kitty started peeing on one of the beds to tell us that she hates us and she's pissed that we have another cat. They're the same cat. I thought this would be great because why would a cat want to be alone? Big mistake. So now Gray Kitty, or at the time Gray Kitty was peeing on this one bed to show me she was pissed off. Cool. They said, whoever they is, the breeder, the vet, whoever, she will gave us all these tips and tricks. We put this collar on her, a pheromone collar, all these things. She's gonna get over it. It kept happening. It was either poop or pee on the bed. These are really gross stories, by the way. Anyways, had to keep her out of this room. Did all the things that were told. Then I found out it was Baby Kitty started mimicking Gray's behavior and then started doing it. And I'm still blaming Gray Kitty. I had to put cameras to see which cat was doing it. I found it was Baby Kitty. Gray Kitty's back to being an angel. And now I have Baby Kitty who's just like a demon right now. What do? Because I can't live like this. I don't know what to do. The vet and the breeder, everyone's like, we've never seen a cat do this. We've never seen a cat do this for this long. They've given me all the suggestions, all the tips. But also, if she's not happy, I don't know what to do. So I am in an animal circus. The dog is temporary. That it's just, I gave her a bone I shouldn't have. That was on me. The dog is a saint otherwise. One of my cats is a saint. They just jump back and forth. Which one? I don't know what to do. What would you guys do?
We need like a cat expert to chime in.
I was really misadvised about getting my cats declawed. I've never owned cats before. I didn't even know that was a thing. I feel really, really terrible that I did go in this direction. I feel like that's why my cats are miserable, and it was at my doing. My cats wear air tags, like they're not allowed to even go near a door. I'm so afraid if they get out because they have no way to defend themselves. They lost their protection tool, so it makes me sad. But I don't know what to do about the cats.
I have a question. Would you ever do a pet psychic or a pet medium?
Yes. Well, we did one pet psychic. Big mistake.
What happened?
The girl was a crazy person. She had animal tattoos all over her. God bless. No judgment there. But like I just knew, like she was like, did you have a dog named Gabbana? I'm like, oh, okay. That was riveting. But when it came to the cats, she was like, you need to get a pink litter box. The reason why she's mad is because you don't have pink. Like it was very strange things. I'm like,
That was a gimmick.
I'm not doing all that. So I didn't think she was real, but do I think there's good pet psychics? Yeah. Do I think mine are just here to make my life miserable? Yeah.
And we'll get you a new one and see what's really going on between them.
I should bring them here and we could do it on the pod. Oh my God, that would be hysterical. Bring all the animals here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyways, that's why I'm tired. It's been a long night, a long weekend. What else happened this weekend? Ace graduated from kindergarten. And of course, we make a big deal out of it. Malika threw a graduation. Oh my gosh. And Tatum is so funny. If he doesn't want to do something, he's such a Leo. He's like, I'm not doing that. So earlier in the day, I was like, we're going to go to Ace's graduation lunch. He's like, I don't want to go. I was like, he's 3. He's fine. He's going to go. And so me, him, Dream, True, Chicago, and Psalm, we all went to this graduation lunch. And Tatum comes in and he was like, I don't want to be here. And it was this private patio that Malika rented out. And you have to like walk like 4 steps down these stairs. And I said, well, Tatum, just come inside. And like there was coloring books and all this stuff. I was like, you're going to have fun. He's looking down these stairs. He goes, okay, I'm going to make such a big mess. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like saying your like intrusive thoughts. I was like, okay. Why does he actually bolt to the balloon garland, like knocks it over? I'm mortified. I'm like, he is just deliberately making a big mess. And he's now at this water fountain, splashing water everywhere. He took the coloring books, True and Dream and Shire, like he's grabbing the candy. He would like, I've never seen someone faster in my life. He would just like see a section, like demolish it, go to the next section. He saw the food buffet and he's like, I'm going to flip all that over. I was like, no, you're not. It's hot. It's like boiling water. So he didn't do that. But it was so funny because like you had to be there to see him act like this. He was like just the Tasmanian devil, like tornadoing through this party. And I called the nanny. I was like, are you nearby? Because you have to come and get him. Like he doesn't want to stay here and I don't know what to do. I have to be here for 2 more hours. So she came to pick him up. But I don't know if that's bad or good. Like, I don't know if like he knew I don't want to be here. He told me he didn't. I just assumed he'll like it when you're there. Then he got there. He told me he was going to make a big mess. And he showed me he was going to make a big mess. I cleaned everything up. No one would know the difference. But man, he's really determined and he is such a Leo. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. My kids don't throw tantrums. Like Tatum will throw a tantrum privately. He has like big emotions. He's so smart. And I think he thinks so much more than he can articulate. So I think his tantrums are caused from being frustrated with others. Like, why can't you get what I'm trying to say? So I get that. But when we're out, he doesn't like, my kids are like really well behaved. But the other day, I was just mortified. Thank God it was like Malika and people I knew. If he acted that way anywhere else, I probably would have I would have left with them. I was so embarrassed being it in my comfort zone of people. The kids throwing tantrums in public is so hard.
Will True like intervene, or will she just come and get you if like she sees something?
True is such a good older sister. She does intervene, but like in a really nice way. Even like if he'll like hit her, he does jujitsu. So he sometimes, I think, isn't figuring out, oh, can I act this way when it's not jujitsu? So he'll hit her, not hard, but she'll never hit him back. She'll come and be like, Tatum, hit me right now. Like she'll let me parent in those ways. When he's out publicly, she definitely tries to like calm him down because I think she gets embarrassed too a little bit, but she's really good with how she does it. He speaks a lot of Portuguese, and so she'll say things in Portuguese to him, but it actually irritates him. He doesn't like when me or True will say something in Portuguese. He only wants the people who are from Brazil to speak Portuguese. It's bizarre. Like he knows, oh, that's weird that my mom is saying something in Portuguese. So I think it activates him more. But yeah, True's really good with him. You can have two kids raised the exact same way and they just have their incredible personalities. Like I love Tatum's personality, but there are times that you're like, wow, he really is going to dominate this and be headstrong. And in so many areas, you love that and you want that. But at a social setting, I was like, how do we get out of this?
Is it also like a boy-girl thing? Like people say that boys are a lot.
I mean, I think it might be a little bit of a boy-girl thing. I don't know because I don't know. I also just think that's his personality, is to like do what he wants to do. And like, I have to teach him. It's like, yes, but you still have to be respectful and do it in certain ways because you want them to have that fire in them, but still be respectful. And like, there's like a time and a place. But I have friends that some of them have girls and the girls are like wild. So I don't know. I think it's just like who your kid is. Have you ever left a doctor's appointment with results in hand, but still no real understanding of what they actually mean? Or what are you supposed to do next? Or maybe you felt like something in your body was off, but the answers kept coming back as fine. That loop of uncertainty is exhausting. Hers understands. As women, we're often told to listen to our bodies, but too often we're left without the information to actually understand them. And when reassurance alone isn't enough, knowing what's really going on inside your body matters. Hers is rethinking the outdated healthcare system to finally give women what they deserve. Care that's convenient, supportive, built around real needs, and backed by experts in women's health. This is about clarity, not guesswork. Hers now provides convenient access to in-depth holistic lab testing with more than 130 biomarker tests designed to give meaningful insight to your health and results that make it easier to understand what's actually going on inside your body instead of leaving you with more questions. If eligible, you get access to a doctor-developed action plan based on your results with diet and lifestyle guidance to help you move towards your goals. So you're not just handed information, you're supported through what comes next. Hers also offers personalized treatment plans for heart health, menopause, and so much more. It's a new level of clarity, one that gives data-backed confidence to make informed health decisions, so feeling like yourself again doesn't feel so far away. If you want clearer insight into your health, go to forhers.com and schedule your labs today. That's forhers.com. forhers.com.
This podcast is sponsored by Active Skin Repair, a skin health brand that helps your skin heal using natural, non-toxic medical-grade ingredients. I feel like so many skincare products promise to fix your skin and then somehow just make it more irritated. So lately I've been trying to keep things simple and use products that actually support my skin instead of overwhelming it, which is why I've been loving Active Skin Repair. What makes Active Skin Repair different is that it uses the same proprietary formulation trusted in hospitals. The key ingredient is a molecule called hypochlorous acid, and when applied to the skin, it works by mimicking the natural immune response to cleanse, soothe irritation, reduce inflammation, and support healing. And what's great is how versatile it is. You can use it for cuts, scrapes, burns, sunburns, breakouts, eczema, rosacea, and all kinds of skin irritation. It's also safe and non-toxic, so you can use it on all skin types and basically anywhere on the body or face. What I personally like is that it feels gentle. A lot of products can feel harsh or overly complicated, but this is just one of those simple things I keep reaching for anytime my skin feels irritated or reactive. It's easy, clean, and doesn't feel like I'm throwing 10 different products at the problem. They have over 500,000 happy customers and thousands of 5-star reviews, and I totally understand why people keep this around as their go-to skin solution. To learn more and get 20% off your order, visit activeskinrepair.com and use code Khloe. Again, that's activeskinrepair.com and use code Khloe. You can also find Active Skin Repair on Amazon or at your local CVS.
Wait, I meant to ask you because you went out for the first time in like forever. I don't know if you were hungover or not, but being with your kids the next day, or how was?
No, I had so much fun. So when Malika was here, she was talking about our friend Cam, his birthday party. I want to say he turned 35 or something like that. And so we went to dinner first, and the dinner was actually so much fun. Dinner, what time was it? 8. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wait, late dinner.
An 8 o'clock dinner is like, okay, we're pushing
We're
it.
being crazy.
And then I was like, so what time are we going to your party? He rented out this place. He was like, I want to get there at like 10:15. I was like, are we okay? 10:15. Okay. We just had so much fun. We had a private room. It was like, I don't know, 6 to 8 of us. And I wasn't drinking too much because if I drink, I'm going to get tired.
Yeah.
Like I can't just sit there. And then when I get to the party, it was this rented out place. I get to the party. The first person I run into is French. I was like,
No.
hi. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing here? But so nice. Like we're fine. Said hi to French, but for like a second, barely saw him. I saw like so many people that I haven't seen in so long. And then Tristan was there. I saw Savaz. Like, you're just like, where am I? Like it's, you think you miss so much by like not going to these things. You're like, oh, I haven't been out literally in months. I haven't gone to like a party like that. It wasn't a club. I think it was a restaurant, but like he made it like a club setting. And then you go out, you're like, I'm not missing a thing. Like we had so much fun, but doing what? Like I was sitting in a booth talking the whole time. Someone came up to me who was belligerently drunk, came up to me, talked about they saw the Lamar episode. It was this guy came up to me. I'm not going to name names, and was like, I saw the Lamar episode. He was so drunk. He's like, me being an alcoholic myself, and he's wasted. He's like, I'm so angry how Lamar treated you and da-da-da. And then he just starts crying. And I'm like, okay. And then it was bizarre. And then he's like, okay, well, let me go get another drink and I'll come back and talk to you. And I'm like, what? So you told me you're an alcoholic. You told me how triggering that documentary made you feel, but you're going to go. It was so strange. And I'm like, this is like, that's what you're missing. You're not missing anything is my point. So whenever I'm like, no, I want to be home with my kids or have a good night's sleep so I can be good for them the next day, it just reminds me I'm not missing much. I will say I had so much fun, but not like I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Every now and then.
Yeah, it was fine. But no, I didn't drink that much, which was great. Like I made sure to not, because I'm like, I got to go home and go to sleep and be normal the next day.
And all the girls were there?
All the girls were there, but except for Iris and Nicole. They weren't there. So, but everyone else was, which is fun. The girls, I think, are so excited to have the show come out. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but I think the end of summer. I don't even know if we have a launch date yet, but they're really excited. And I'm excited for them. Definitely a lot of drama. I feel like these girls are all like friends in real life, but none of them have ever worked together before. So being friends with people, when you see each other at social settings, you see each other in happy places or like a launch event or whatever, but there's always music and distractions and alcohol or other socializing going on. There's different groups, like obviously the twins know each other intimately. Natalie and Olivia are cousins. Nicole and them are the closest. And then Iris and the twins are closer. So like there's different groups, of course. that they have more intimate relationships, but most of them are really friends, like casually, or like they're friends because they're friends with each sister. So now that they're working together, they're seeing each other in different ways. And I feel really bad about that because there's been a lot of drama. It's good for TV. I just hope their relationships will all sustain after this. And I do think it can, because if not, I'm going to feel really bad if I like ruined real relationships by this. But I think everything will be good.
Is that going to be awkward for you and your sisters if like these friendships don't make it?
I don't know if it's going to be awkward. I think that we're all hearing, each sibling is hearing like their own friend's story. And so it's causing a lot of drama, or a lot of things that like some of the sisters are like, I don't want to be involved in this, which I get. I have to be involved in all of it, which is super annoying. Being a producer, I'm like, oh God, what did I do? But I mean, we're all adults. We're all big girls. I'm around people that I don't like all the time and I make it work. So I feel like there's like, if someone really doesn't like one another, they can still be adults and like professionals, I would hope.
How are you separating like producer brain from like friends?
No, it's really hard. It's hard to separate the two for sure. Because sometimes I feel bad. A lot of the times I'm like, I don't want to know everyone's side, because then I'm going to say something that then makes me feel like I'm choosing a side, when I'm like, I can't. Like the right thing to do is not. But then does that make me feel as a friend that I'm like straddling the fence? I don't know, but it's really hard when you're actually friends with people. And I'm friends with all of these girls. And like the cliques, it's just really, really hard. It's a different position to put myself in. And I hope, if God willing, there is a season 2, that we might have to have some conversations off camera, or just like to make season 2, like there's been challenging days for sure. I don't know. And then even like I'll see people in a different light. I'm like, you guys are just complaining about too much right now.
You were made for this though, because I feel like you just become everyone's therapist.
But I don't want to be.
You don't want to be, but you've been training for this for your whole life.
I do not want to be.
Khloé will walk into an appointment like she's the client of like anything, any sort of beauty treatment.
Oh, yeah.
And be like bombarded.
Beauty treatments are always wild to me. It's always a beauty person that, I think maybe because it's more like intimate, it's like a one-on-one setting, but they always confess the craziest to me. And I know my teams can't believe me, because I'm like, something like this can't happen that much. I'll literally send them voice notes like, you're going to die. No, this person's having an affair with someone. Like I'll like go on and on and on.
The tears, the crying.
The crying's always weird. People cry around me a lot.
And you don't love it?
Well, I never know what to do, because some people want hugs. Some people are like, don't touch me if I'm crying. So like, I never know which way to go. So I'll be like, and I smile at really weird situations. And I'll be like, do you want a hug right now? Like, I don't know what to do. And then I don't think asking that is like too loving. Like, do you want a hug right now?
I think it's a nice thing to say.
But I don't know if I should do it. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, it's nice. You're not assuming, because maybe you're right. Maybe they don't want to be touched.
I don't know. Okay, can we talk about something for a second? Because I feel like so many people I know have an idea, like a real idea, something they have been sitting on for months, sometimes years, and they light up the second they start talking about it. And then nothing happens. They wait until the timing feels right, or until they feel ready enough, or until everything is perfectly figured out. That first step is the hardest one. And I get it, because starting feels overwhelming. Where do you even begin? And how do you make it real? That is honestly why I love Shopify so much. It is the platform I built my business on, and it makes the whole thing so much less scary. Shopify is behind millions of businesses around the world and powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from huge household names all the way down to someone launching their very first product from their kitchen table. It meets you exactly where you are, and it genuinely does everything. The AI tools write your product descriptions, help with your copy, even enhance your product photos. You can run email and social campaigns right from the platform, so you do not need a whole marketing team behind you. Inventory, payments, analytics, shipping, return, it is all in one place. No jumping between platforms, no figuring out where anything lives. And their customer support is 24/7, which as someone who is definitely handling things at midnight sometimes, that matters. If you have been putting something off, this is your sign. Stop waiting for permission to build something. It is time to hear the sound every entrepreneur loves. Cha-ching! And Shopify is how you get there. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/Khloe. That's shopify.com/Khloe. Go start your thing. Shopify.com/Khloe.
Okay, we're going to talk about something that honestly more women deal with than people admit: vaginal health. Because things like hormones, workouts, stress, periods, tight clothing, sex, all of that can throw things off. And suddenly, you're uncomfortable, self-conscious, or just not feeling like yourself. And that's why I want to talk about urovaginal probiotics from O Positive. O Positive is a women's health company focused on creating supplements that support women through every stage of life. And Uro specifically formulated to support vaginal health by helping to maintain healthy vaginal flora, support a healthy vaginal smell, and balance healthy vaginal pH. Uro contains a blend of 4 lactobacillus probiotic strains, plus prebiotics to help them work even more effectively. And what's nice is that it's addressing something that so many women experience, but people don't openly talk about. A lot of women say they notice improvements in comfort, confidence, and even intimacy after taking it consistently. And honestly, I appreciate brands like O Positive because they're helping normalize conversations around women's health instead of making them feel awkward or embarrassing. Feeling balanced and comfortable in your body affects everything: confidence, relationships, intimacy, all of it. Take proactive care of your health and head to opositive.com/Khloe or enter Khloe at checkout for 25% off your first purchase. That's opositiv.com/Khloe for 25% off.
So for people who are going to be into the girls, like what else are you watching that's like similar that people could just slide on over to?
Oh, the only thing that's like girl related, because I'm watching other things, but they're like murder shows. I'm watching Summer House. It's actually one, but that's not really girls related. That's just like crazy drama. Can't wait for the reunion. Real Housewives of Rhode Island I started watching, which these girls are so funny. It's hysterical. And I do like, you can tell that they're genuinely friends prior to this, that sometimes they do those shows and you can tell that they don't really know each other off camera or don't have a lot of history with each other. This show, you can tell they definitely have had history with one another. And for that, I really like it. I like that the synergy is there. I like most of the housewives. I just watched this weekend, Should I Marry a Murderer? It's a 3-part story on Netflix, and it's crazy. That's actually nuts. This is a woman who, they're from either Scotland or Ireland, can't remember, but she's this really smart doctor. I think she's a pathologist. She's been doing this for like 11 years or something like that. She was young, I think 29 or 30. She does all of the like the autopsies. So people are dead. So her joke is like, she's such a cute girl on camera. Like she's super cute. Her personality is so cute. And she's like, I am with dead people all day, so it's not really a good place to meet men. So she goes on Tinder, meets a man, like the man of her dreams, like this rugged, manly man. And even her first date, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but her first date was going to his ranch, which is like an hour and a half away in the middle of nowhere. She's at the time like a big Snapchatter, so she's Snapchatting everything. And it's like rural. There's nothing around. So first of all, that being your first date is ballsy. You don't know if someone's going to kill you or not. It's the first time. And like not bringing a partner your first time, I think that, like I would have brought my girlfriend with me just to be a witness or something. It's crazy. Her relationship was smooth sailing at first, and then it took a turn, obviously, but you guys have to watch it.
Something crazy out of the Ashley episode. People were so excited about your list of 90s movies.
Oh my gosh.
What is your list?
Well, I have a list that so when I was little, my dad we would have movie night once a week. It would be a movie of his choosing, and they would be movies that either stuck out to him or he felt like they were just important movies that people reference in time. I've loved that. So at the time, there are movies that I definitely did not want to watch because they were older. Some were in black and white. Like I remember we watched this movie called The Gaslight, or maybe just Gaslight. And it was how the term gaslighting came about. But it's this old movie. I want to say it was black and white. And at the time I was like, what the fuck is this? This is so boring. I watched this movie called Love Story, and it's very The Notebook vibes, but all those things I remember and I love, but at the time I never would have picked them for myself. So I have a list for my kids, and some are older for them to watch when they're of age, but some, I add all the time. If I hear something, or like if I see on my For You page a reference, or I write it down. So this list is not finished, but I definitely have a list. The original Annie, no disrespect to like the modern Jamie Foxx one, but I want them to watch like the original one. The Neverending Story, duh. But when you watch it, like I watched it as a kid, but True's 8, Tatum definitely is too young. It's creepy. Like they can't watch that. Maybe till we're double digits in age. Romeo and Juliet, these are for older. There's a movie called Witches, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Love Story, The Notebook, Stepmom I watched recently because my mom's never seen it. So we watched it a few months ago. My mom was sobbing. And I love that movie. That's a great movie. Titanic. Dream's already seen Titanic.
What do you mean?
My brother watches movies all day long. So he's like made her watch Titanic. I was like, Dream, that is not okay. Beethoven, the movie with like the dog. The Sandlot, Little Rascals, Beaches. But I'm like, I have to watch Beaches again. I just remember what a tearjerker it is. Like, is that appropriate? Now and Then, The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, Newsies, Cool Runnings, Fried Green Tomatoes, Drop Dead Fred, Father of the Bride, all of them. Something's Gotta Give, As Good as It Gets, The Babysitter's Club, Clueless, Pretty Woman, Jurassic Park, Goodfellas, Scarface. Those are like older, but those are like movie classics. Ghost, Man in the Moon, Parenthood, The Bodyguard, Dirty Dancing, Legally Blonde, Steel Magnolias, The Adventures of Babysitting, E.T., Look Who's Talking, Back to the Beach, Cruel Intentions, Forrest Gump, Grease, Only You, The Land Before Time, so sad. Lord of the Flies, Radio Flyer, Backdraft. I don't know why Cocoon is on here. I have to remember if I think it's appropriate, like at what age. And my brother and I both said Meet Joe Black, but that's like when they're way older.
What a good list.
So I am still compiling lists. I love when I'm like, oh, that one. Or they've seen, I think, The Parent Trap and Little Rascals on that list. That's about it.
I need to say your recall for detail with movies is unmatched.
Oh my gosh. I think it's just some. Because some I can't remember.
Have you seen recent movies like the Michael Jackson movie or The Devil Wears Prada?
I've saw some of the Michael Jackson movie only because my mom had it at her house and we all of the siblings went to watch it. And then I had to leave because someone was about 90 minutes late. So when we started it, it was later than expected. And I had to leave to put my kids to sleep. When we saw the Michael movie, it was everyone and their boyfriends are in court with their husband and then me. And it's like me and my mom. I loved it. I didn't see The Devil Wears Prada. I heard The Devil Wears Prada is really good for a sequel. But sequels are hard, especially that many years later. But what a great cast. Like, I love all those people.
Meryl was great in it, but she's great in everything.
She's great in everything. She's so incredible and just so talented. Her daughter is Carolyn Kennedy in Love Story. And she's such a great actress.
Did you watch all of Love Story?
I watched all of Love Story. I know the ending. I'm bawling at the ending. And I'm like, you know what's happening. I'm more upset, like, thinking about Caroline Kennedy, like, alone in the world. I know she has her husband and her kids, but you're just like, what a tragic life. And it makes you so sad. Her needing to go, her scene in the kitchen with her husband screaming, like, I'm not going to do this again. I'm like, you feel that. Yeah, you should not have to do this again. But yeah, that's Meryl Streep's daughter. She's so good.
So good.
Why doesn't the JFK guy just dress like JFK in real life all the time? He's so cute.
Yeah, he is.
And this was like his first
thing ever. And he was really good. Speaking of the Kennedys, did you see that there's this story on TMZ? I wish I knew everyone's names. That someone in Congress had the JFK files, like they were supposed to have it, but the CIA stormed their office and seized them all, even though they're supposed to be released. Like, that's crazy. Did Kylie actually crop me out of the Mother's Day photo? She did. She cropped it. Well, so to be fair, there are other photos. So I guess because I was like, hello, I'm in the photo too. And apparently Courtney was in the photo as well because she had the same beef. I guess there was one set that me and Court didn't pose in. And that's the one she posted. So did you guys see on TikTok this woman who washes her underwear in the coffee machine? You know, like in most hotels, you have your own personal coffee machine. It can either be a pod or the real drip coffee. She puts her underwear in the thing.
All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear.
First of all, just nasty. Like, you're so nasty. Second of all, I never even knew this was a fear that I had to now think about and unlock. And she says, wow, I didn't realize how many people already knew about this trick. So many people are doing this. This is so gross. Like, that is gross. Your nasty underwear. First of all, if you didn't pack enough underwear, that's a you problem. So you got to go commando or clean your in the shower and let it air dry it with a blow dryer. What is the cough and what? So your puss now smells like coffee? Like, I don't understand what the point. I have so many questions, but I'm so bothered by it. It is so rude. Like, I would never. Someone's coming to stay here after you. Like, that is so rude. And yes, I hope you see this because that's rude. I had so much fun today chit-chatting about really a little bit of everything. Again, down the rabbit hole, Khloé in Wonderland, where my brain goes, a little bit of all places. I hope you guys enjoy.